is happening that we are dreaming of that, to have something like that here as well. Ricky, can we put another? Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to show you the other two videos we wanted, but yes, we'll show you this 2-minute video. Just the next one.
Is it possible to change one's lifestyle? You have probably asked yourself this question at some point in your life. Whenever you want to lose weight, recover from an illness, break some bad habits, or just want to feel better. To help you achieve a healthier lifestyle and enjoy a better quality of life, Safely's presents 21 Days to Change, an amazing tool that will guide you in the process of carrying out a change in your life. It contains helpful information about the need for change, motivation and goal setting, steps you need to take in order to succeed. 21 Days to Change offers a detailed plan that will help you make the permanent changes you want and need in your life in just 3 weeks. It is divided into the following sections. Week 1, adaptation. Week 2, benefits. Week 3, consolidation. You will also find practical suggestions to help make the process of acquiring new habits easier. You will read about inspiring testimonies of people who have already had the life-changing experience of improving their quality of life in just 3 weeks. 21 Days to Change offers you new hope and shows you how one's choice of thoughts and actions plays an even greater role than genetics in determining your health and happiness. How about you? Have you got 21 days? You too can change. For more information, visit us at www.safely's.com.
Okay, this is the 21 Days to Change book. So we just want to talk to you a little bit about the pricing system. You have the prices there in your folder. How does this work? The canvasser or colporteur gets a special price. You get a almost half price discount on these books. The book's cost is the suggested retail price. For example, for the juice book, this one right here, Healthy Juices, you'll see the very first one. If you see it, it should be somewhere in the back, your price list. Right next one after this. I can see it in the back, right there. So this one, the price of this, the normal price is 80 what? What does it say there?
79.
80.79. That's the price that this book costs. The conference gives to the canvasser this book half price. What's the price there?
35.43.
A little less than half price. So what is canvasser doing? Selling this for how much? And what the suggested retail price. So that's the price you sell. So what's your gain from that?
45.
Yes, that's what you're gaining from. So you buying a book, you're selling it at the full price of the book. You're buying a discounted book, you're selling it for full price of the book, and you're getting the difference from there. Do you understand how it works?
Yeah.
Is that easy enough? Mm-hmm. That's the system that we're working with. There are different ways of working with this. There are different ways, and some places are working in some ways. What we're working, Nelson and I, we're working to develop a pricing, a right pricing for you. And once you are a canvasser, we're working to lower that price even more. So that instead of you have there 35, we're trying to see if we can lower it as much as you can so that your gain will grow in that. Do you understand? So that's our work now, is trying to make it work so that this work can go forward and that the canvasser can get a good income. So if you sell a set of books like this, $450, for example, as I was selling, what's your gain from that? If you you're getting like 55% or 60% from that. From 60% from $450, how much would that be? Huh? $270 is yours. So one sale that you make, $270 is yours. A normal day for me would be at least 2 of those out. At least 2. And then you have, it depends how hard you work, and it depends, many things. But yeah, it would have different days. Averaging, God has blessed, and an average of what you can gain if you train enough, if you believe in God, and if you work hard, you can have a good salary with us. And it's amazing. We'll work more on the sets. The set that we want to use for the 3 months training, the 21 Day to Change, is there. The juice book and the exercise book is here. Physical exercise. We have a video on that as well. It's an amazing book. I've never worked it before. It's a new one. It's a 21 Day to Change. It's a brand new one. And this one. And the juices is the one that I'm working now. So this, and included as well the spiritual stuff. The spiritual element of this can be... Nelson, can you help me please with this?
The BRL.
Yes. So the set is the health, part, and this is the conflict series.
And this is the conflict series for kids. Oh, wow. 5 books, 5 books. No, this isn't 5 books.
It's 7 books.
7 books total. Yeah, this is only a 4 set. But it mimics the flow of the conflict series. In fact, they go hand in hand. So when you read the kids' books, it also references the exact corollary pages in the adult set. So families as children and adults can read at the same time through the conflict series. This is conflict series for kids. And this is a really good set developed by Southern Union. And it even has QR codes, and people can access all these stories via audio if they want to subscribe to that and pay a little bit extra. So there's a lot of beautiful graphics in this quality set of books, and then the conflict series.
Let me tell you what. Nelson gave me this set. He said, take it and check it out. I took it and my son went right in there, Daddy, can we start reading? And he said, can we start reading with book number 7? You know which one is number 7? The Great Controversy.
Yeah.
The Great Controversy.
Talks about the reformers and everything in that last one.
And and you should hear a sermon he has, 10-minute sermon. He's taken the concepts out of this book that we read. We read the Great Controversy, and he asked me, can we go back to that book? He's 5 years old. It's just amazing. I think our church needs this to begin with. Our church members need this for their devotion time with their kids. And then everybody else in the world needs this. So this is some solid information. These books, they have the spiritual element in them as well. Because these doctors are Adventists. I know them both. I know Dr. Pamplona and I know Marcelo Nick. I know them personally. They're godly doctors. So it's amazing how this was developed, guided by God.
So you have a health set, which will be applicable at every door. And then you have a spiritual set. So you're addressing their physical and their spiritual health. Spiritual health for kids, spiritual health for parents. And of course we also have the set for the very small kids, the My Bible Friends too. I'm just not bringing that up right now.
So anyway, that's the suggested set. Can you play around it? Yes, you can play and make your own, the one that you feel comfortable. I'm telling you, I feel so excited about this set because this is what Ellen White said we should distribute. She names 4 of those books that she wants to see out there.
Here's the other 3 from the kids set. You can see we're going over Daniel 2 image here and everything. So it's some straight doctrine right there for the kids.
Anyway, we have to be wrapping up this, but what I want to tell you, if you guys decide to, you can even before we start the training and all, if in your mind you say, hey, if you have an entrepreneurial mind, and you say, you know what, I can sell 3 or 4 of those sets to people I know. And you can give them payment plan. You can tell them, okay, pay me in 2 parts. or in 3 parts. Every 15 days, you can pay me. And if you know of that, you can take some books with you. You can buy them and sell them at the price suggested there. And you can start earning money even before even getting the training. Can we do that, Nelson?
Yeah, the books are right there.
Can we do it? Because we try to do everything possible for everyone who wants to start and try themselves with family.
Yeah.
Try it with family. Try it with co-workers. We have someone in Santa Rosa. He just moved there. And he's buying some books. And he didn't have any training or anything. But he started selling to his co-workers. And he said, I need more. I need more. And he's asking for more. It's amazing. He's actually selling the Diabetes Undone seminar that's going to be available as well. And he's just selling those like crazy. And we have the diabetes book here as well that's going to be available. It's amazing how many people at the doors you'll find with diabetes. So anyway, I think we are done with this part. I'm sure you have a lot of questions. And we have for this part of question and answers, we will, Nelson is here, I'm here, we'll be asking Ricky if needed to join us in this answers.
Questions, and if anybody else needs to pitch in.
Yeah. So any questions so far?
Bring it.
So
Yes.
what about the literature? So we know we've had the spiritual side taken care of, the health side. What about mental?
Glad you asked. Amanda? Oh, no. Bring me the tray that's there with some books, the red one. Yeah. It's the red-wheeled thing.
Just so you know, what Oleg's going to share with you is what we have currently,
Yes.
right? And this is what we're using now. But we're already in conversation with Dr. Neil Nedley to look into developing an entire health set that'll be unique for North America.
So it would be his health set that he has in particular, it would be a different health set? Because he has already his package deal that I know he...
We'd be working long-term to develop work with him to develop a set that will include mental health. Yeah, it'll be more comprehensive than just mental health. And we'll probably work with more than Dr. Neil Nedley, but that's where we're beginning the conversation. So
What we have now is Positive Mind. And this is a good book. Dr. Melgoza wrote this. He's an advanced doctor as well. So there is stuff for everything, even for social health as well. So you see, you have enough tools to work with that. And what Nelson just mentioned about Dr. Nedley, conversation with him, that's big. That's big because why? He has his book Proof Positive. Have you ever seen that book?
Yes.
It's based on scientific research, and it's a good book. So the idea is to combine and just to take what we think that people out there will like, what will attract them, and with that, and combine all those things, and to have something powerful that we can use.
yeah. So that's exciting.
Any other question? Yes.
Sorry, so if we don't buy today, we can call into the office and...
Sure.
Okay. And then payment for the program, if we're going to join, either the group or the individual, that occurs when?
We have it explained on the website. I'm not sure if you've been on there yet, but yeah, it breaks it down how you can make the payment and when. So, in fact, we have it set up so that if you want, you can make a payment for the training and do it through. What was the service again? It was PayPal credit, I think, if you would like. And that
Able to bring that up and show us the website today?
Colporteur Trade Academy? Yeah, I guess. You can go to. Why don't we pull that up right now? Actually, can you put it on the screen, Ricky? Colporteur Trade Academy. So this is what the website looks like when you first go there, and scroll down. Can I have Ricky's brain? Can you scroll down? There you go. So you have a lot of good content there, but let's go up to FAQ. Can we go to FAQ? FAQ. And there you have a lot of the questions that you will want to have asked, including, do you have payment plans? So PayPal credit. And it's great with PayPal credit. You can actually use that and not have to pay. You can pay without any interest up to 6 months.
We encourage pay it all up front
Right.
without any credit. But if you can't, this is a good cause to be using that. It's a good cause. But this is just the beginning of communication with you guys. We'll be sending. We believe you left your email in registration form, and we'll be contacting you through emails just to let you know what the next stages are.
So the great controversy that you would sell with a set, or if they only want one and you get that, is that the book that you get? You have one volume from that set that you would, that's
That
a
you
great
would include.
controversy.
This is the one that I use separately.
Oh, okay.
It actually with
So you don't have to split a whole set.
with my
hardcover.
sets.
Yeah.
I would always sell this. Vida de Jesus. This is Life of Jesus. It's Desire of Ages. It's the book Desire of Ages, but made with nice pictures and all. So it's a nice book. But here in this, you have everything.
Yeah.
You have it all. You have it all. It's just amazing. This one, they made a good job in that. But
So-
yeah, you do have Steps to Christ and Great Controversy.
Yeah, so to answer your question for now, he's asking if somebody wants to buy only a children's set or only a health set, of course, we're always going to include a spiritual book along with it, unless they absolutely tell us they don't want it whatsoever. So, what do you include? At this point, we're going to include a softcover Great Controversy or softcover of different versions. We have all kinds of softcover books here in the warehouse. Down the road as we get things developed, we might end up leaving them with a hardcover book too. We're not close to
Have
that.
you seen the one out of Denmark, the blue?
Yep.
Oh, that thing, if you guys could include that somehow, it's the best.
It's a really good one, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, they have, Desire of Ages, GC. Do they have another one too?
That one I haven't seen.
I think they have a DA too.
Yeah.
In fact, that press, those are the first people ever internationally to print glow tracks.
Really?
Yeah, Alan and Julian Goodmanson at the time, they printed glow tracks on the scrap pieces of paper in their press for free and got them out there in Scandinavia, so it was really great. Other questions?
You said something about this, the online program beginning March 1. So we can't start yet? I mean, it's not available.
Correct, yeah. We're still finishing up some of the content on there.
Okay, so, but we should go ahead and pay now?
No. Just wait until we get further along. What we'll do is we'll communicate to you via email once we're done here, and we'll keep you updated on the progress and the status of that, and we'll let you know when you can begin the process of payment and beginning the online training.
Is the My Bible Friends 5 or the 3 you have there?
My Bible Friends is a 5-book set.
The rest are in there in that box. We just didn't have more space here.
Yeah. Other questions? Any questions about the training?
I would like to see, it's just interesting to me, who thinks, just because you heard about the individual training and the group training. Did the group training thing catch your attention? Are you thinking of that? Anyone here in group training? I know there are families in group training. We have
Will
some.
that generally be on a Sunday, or?
The group training is actually where you come and you stay for a few weeks.
Oh, okay.
For a few weeks. For 10 weeks, 12
boot
weeks,
camp.
or 15 weeks, it's just boom. It's you can set your financial goals there. You can set how much you need, how much you want, how much you're going to work for, and we'll help you in that process. So we definitely encourage, if you can make it, because some people, they just can't. They have family. They have to be there. But if you can, make it. That will be a difference in your life.
So first would come the online training
Right.
portion, right? Then you would have either the group or the individual.
Yep.
When do you project that group session to be available? Would that be over the summer months, or?
You talking about the group training? Group training, we're
We're planning on having the first group training starting May.
May
beginning
3.
of May 3.
May 3.
And you said for how many weeks?
That's 10, 12, or 15 weeks. 15 weeks is the full thing. That's going to go all the way to August, from May to August. So the entire summer, with the nice and fresh weather that we have here, we'll be out there. We'll be out there.
Well, unless we're
getting our
camping
tent.
on the coast, then it won't be hot at all.
Yeah, that's an option. But if you're in group training, we're planning to have it here in Fresno area. So, yep, that's from May and count.
And individual training is over the
Yes, we'll have to work around that. We individually with the person, with their schedule.
Right, yeah, individual training isn't something that is restrained to the group training time periods. In fact, it would probably be spread out differently just because of the manpower that we have to train. So individual training, I would assume, would be outside of that, more so. Here?
For the group training, is there breaks during that 15-week? Would you get a weekend home or what?
Yeah, we do have some breaks, and what we don't, whenever you come to a group training, that we'll talk with people who, you don't get like, oh, I have a birthday there, and you get every week to go, because what we're trying to do is to concentrate and just to go. We want in 3 months or in 2 months, we want you to achieve something that you have never achieved in your life. Financially, spiritually, in mission field, getting Bible interest in it. So that's our goal. And in order to achieve that goal, we need a full concentration. So that's why the plan is, yes, we'll have a break when you go home and you spend the weekend, but then the rest of the time is just there.
Yeah, it'll be very intense but thorough, and very. I mean, when you come out of that, you're going to be mastering it in a lot of respects. Vladimir.
If people want to pay by credit card or debit card, how you accept this payment?
For the training or for books?
No, for the books. If you're
Selling
selling books.
Oh yeah. So if they're selling door to door, and we have already for our student colporteurs the ability to do that, and we would probably do something very similar. We use Square. We just have an account, and you can process credit card sales right there. Another thing that we're looking into, which we'll probably head towards, is making it available for people at the houses, if they want, to be able to do a payment plan that would be operated through a third party like PayPal, or I think Amazon has a program like that too. So if they want to make more payments but less amount, they can do that too. So we're looking into options like that as well. But yeah, they should very easily be able to do that.
And also about taxes, question. I think I will be a self-employed, yeah, and do taxes by.
At this point, this is one of the biggest things that we're dealing with in terms of a fork in the road with directions, and we'll be talking to the administration about that. Because we live in California, it complicates things. At this point, there's an option of colporteurs either being employees or being independent contractors. And we are looking and weighing all the options with that. So I can't give you a solid answer as to whether you'd be an independent contractor, because there might be an option that you wouldn't be. So that's one of the things that we're going to have to continue the communication with you all about as we discuss things and get it all figured out with the conference. Because, the conference is, when the conference starts working with us and we're representing the conference, they definitely want to and always will weigh in on it. Human resources and our legal counsel and administration are working with us to process how this will work.
Basically, so any book that we have to sell, we're going to have to buy first, right? Is that the way it works?
Yeah. Although during the actual group training, there is an option that we're going to be providing if a person's not able to, purchase books up front, where we will be able to offer them, some line of credit, just so to speak, through the office, the conference, so that they can start with some books and then, make it happen that way. But yeah, by and large, we just want to keep it very simple. You buy the books and then you sell them.
I'll tell you from my experience from South America, the most successful canvassers, they come and they buy their books and they sell them. Those who start on credit, many times they get hooked to that and they get there's a difference. Even if you have to borrow the money from someone else come buy the books. In your brain, there's something that you have to give back. And it's different because those are two different entities. Person who lent you money, you have to give them back, and the book. So your brain functions differently. So we suggest, even if you don't have money, try to make everything possible that you come, you buy your books, and you don't owe anything to anyone. You just keep your process. We'll help you to manage your finances in such a way that you can make it work, so that it will the wheel will start rolling for you.
You have a hand back here?
Yeah, I can't remember it.
Sorry,
No
I'm really
problem.
sorry about that.
We've got a lot of questions from this corner anyway, so it's all right. It's all right. Any other questions, folks? On this side? Kind of quiet in the back row here. We can even take questions in Spanish.
How'd you meet your wife?
Huh?
How'd you meet your wife?
How did I meet my wife? I'm not sure that that's really relevant to the topic. Okay. You know the answer. I met her in Sweden.
How long does the whole process take for the training? The different levels of the training?
It depends. It depends. Well, the practical training is 15 weeks. It can be done in 12 weeks, depending on your situation, but it's the full length of it is 15 weeks.
So then I'm assuming if the start time is projected for March for the online portion.
Yes.
Then including that practical, the training portion there. So by fall, you could be an independent.
Yes. That's the idea, that by fall you're ready to go and work by yourself.
But that's when that's in reference to just the group training. So when it comes to solo training, that's going to be, there will be a time limit for that. We're not going to be able to allow people, due to legal issues, we're not going to be able to allow the solo training process to last longer than 6 months. So during the course of 6 months, a person will need to meet certain training or field requirements of amount of hours in the field and whatnot, which is broken down on the website. But how fast that's done is kind of dependent on the person and their schedule.
Okay, so using my example here, I'm a full-time public school teacher, but this is something that I'd be interested in doing. Of course, I don't want to give up my teaching position or anything like that just now. So I'm looking at what would it realistically look like for me? How long would it take for someone like me to be able to go through all of this?
So
So possibly a 6-month period is what you're suggesting.
So from the time that you start training, the
Hands-on.
okay, so you can take up to a year if you want to do the online training.
Okay.
We don't know how fast people are going to go through it because nobody's ever gone through it yet,
Okay.
right? I don't know how long it's going to take you to memorize a 27-page canvas. For you, it might be fast. For other people, it might be short. I don't know. In addition to reading Colporteur Ministry and other books and going through the quizzes and stuff that we're going to have there. So, but from the time you start that online training, you have a year to get that complete. Now, let's say you get that done in 2 months, the online training. Okay, then you're qualified to start in your case, the solo training, the solo field training. From the time that you're accepted into that, and you're literally going to be signing paperwork from Human Resources to begin that process. From that time forward, you'll have a maximum of 6 months to get that all finished up. So, there's a lot of variable there as to how long it can take. But you can have a maximum of a year for the online training, and then a maximum of 6 months for the field training after
So
that.
I don't know if it's out of New Zealand or out of Australia, but my daughter and I have been looking into this, and it was just by chance, and not by chance, but it was definitely,
Yeah.
the Lord who showed us last weekend the insert at the church that this was going on today. And
Oh, I'm glad those worked.
yes, and so we've been online looking for these things. Again, I don't know if it was Australia or New Zealand, but we found the literature evangelism training online. It's just a 10-lesson program. So is that online training that you're talking about going to be something similar to that?
I've never seen their training.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. But
Let me
I
tell-
don't know. I'm sure there's a lot of overlap because literature evangelism is the same in so many respects, but I don't know. We'll have a different canvas than them, I'm sure. Somewhat different,
Yes, I'm sure.
you know.
I'm pretty sure that some of you here are ready to go full-time in this, and some of you are saying, I want to use this as my, part-time missionary activity and income. The best is always full-time because that's when you don't get distracted. Because when your life gets too busy, canvassing gets, that's experience shows that. Because it's hard. Canvassing is hard. So, but if you're doing it part-time, I was doing it only in the evenings from 5 to 7 to 8, and God would always bless me in those hours. God would bless me in ways like, 3-4 hours, and you come back like say, wow, people would work 3-4-5 days, 1 week for this, what I make in 3-4 hours. So God will still bless you even if you cannot dedicate full time, if you're faithful with the time that you have. If 100% of the time for you is 2 hours, that's all you can give, God will bless that.
Yep. Okay, Vladimir.
Do you have written presentation for all these new books? For it's be helpful
You mean a canvas to show them in the home?
for canvassing to read the presentation?
We do have them. We have for the children's sets, that's already done. We are working, it's done, we're just finishing. It's not on the website, but it will be on Colporteur Trade Academy as well, the canvas for all the new books.
Yes, and also if people ask what organization you represent, church, health organization.
That'll also be something that we're going to be giving you more information on as we move forward. In fact, you know, Vladimir, you asked really good questions. The things that you've asked so far have been all the things that we're still trying to get answers from the administration on. So that's another one of them. We've already talked to them about what we will be able to, as colporteurs, say who we're with at the doors, and we're working on that right now. We're working to make it so that we can represent ourselves at the doors as working with Life and Health Network, which is a ministry based out of Northern California. But we are still working on getting that cleared from the conference. So
actually, this is just an amazing thing. If we need to pray about this because there are so many roadblocks for this. Just legalities. But if we can work with Life and Health, it's just amazing because it's a group of doctors that started this website, and they have so much information, useful information. They have this anxiety and depression relief. They have the Diabetes Undone seminars. They have cookbooks and everything. And it's solid. It's solid physicians. Dr. Bivens is there. Dr. DeRose is there. Dr. Nedley is there. So this is just solid. You know, it's professionally done. So if we can present ourselves as that, it's just an amazing thing. So pray for that. Because the roadblocks, Life and Health is ready to work with us. We met with them and they said, let's work together. We're ready to give you our name so that you can use it at the doors. That's all, that part is taken care of. They're waiting from us now, the answer what we're going to do with this, and we're still fighting with the legal side of it.
yeah. All right, back here.
You know, Youth Rush says, I'm using this to fund schooling. Is that something that we would say as adults if you were going to school, or would we just not say anything?
No, you said if you're an adult and you're going to school?
Uh-huh.
Well, I suppose if you're an adult and you're going to school and you're putting the money towards it, then yeah, you could say something like that. I think there's flexibility, but in general, what we're going to train you on is going to be, assuming that this works out, Life and Health Network. Hi, my name is Nelson. I'm a representative from Life and Health Network. We're in the community, blah, blah, you know, it'll be an intro like that.
This is so amazing because it's the paradigm shift. Because when you're a student and you're collecting money for you, your focus is you. As an adult, you're going there for them. Because I'm here to help you with your health. What can we do? Physical, mental, spiritual. We're here to help. So you're there for them, to serve them. So that's how we present. I'm representing Life and Health. We're helping the communities to better their health.
Yep.
With
question.
natural lifestyle
Vladimir.
changes.
Yeah, and one question for Oleg. When you knock at the door and people open, what your first sentence, what you say? I am Oleg and...
Hi, my name is Oleg. I'm coming from Life and Health Networks, and we in the community we're talking about health, how to better our health through a healthy lifestyle. I need to talk to you briefly. May I please? And you just make your way in some cases. In some cases, people will say, no, I'm not feeling comfortable with you going in. then you'll just stay at the door and I'll show them briefly what I'm doing and say, what do you think?
Yeah.
What do they think? And people say, this is very interesting. Or people say, no, not interested. Okay, that's fine. I'll leave you. Let me leave you this. You always leave them with a glow, steps to Christ, or something like that. And you minister even to those who reject you.
Yeah.
So
So that's
it's a simple approach.
Yeah, that's what Oleg says at the door. And that might be actually what we end up inputting in the canvas. It might be a slightly modified version, but that's still, we're putting that together right now. Mm-hmm.
In my experience, the shorter it is and simpler it is, it's
Right.
better. You go short to the point, and that's it. And you let the Holy Spirit do the rest. So it worked perfectly.
Yeah, and health enables us to do that, because then you're not prospecting to try and find out if they have kids or not. You're just going to the door and you're assuming that they have health needs, you know?
And you ask questions about health, and after you can.
Once they engage in a conversation, yes. In the beginning, at the very first one, no. We don't, questions will not work because they don't know you. Why are you questioning me? You know, they want to know who you are, who you represent, and what you're there to do. Mm-hmm. Those 3 questions, you have to answer them quick because people don't have a lot of time.
Yep.
So.
Desiree?
Yes, Life and Health does have these really nice double-sided business cards. I use them all the time. They go across very well, and I'm just wondering, are the individuals doing this, are they going to have a business card that they can leave? Because maybe that person at that time is not ready for it, but maybe that person will at least accept that card, and later on as you're praying about it, and that maybe something could change.
If you would know, Desiree, how much we have talked with Nelson about all the possibilities that they're out there, we were dreaming and we have, but all everything is in legalities now. If we have a way forward with that, then that would be a blessing. If not, God will show us some other way. But yes, if we're working with them and that's all approved, then yeah, that would be part of the canvassers arsenal.
95% of the time too, when somebody says, do you have a card? It's just a way of saying, I don't want to talk to you. So
Yes.
business cards normally aren't that productive. But it's not to say that we're not going to allow people to do that. That's fine.
We'll still give them to people.
So it's 3 o'clock and we are supposed to end. Is there any other urgent questions? Otherwise, we can talk dialogue one-on-one, because we want to keep to our commitment to keep it done at 3. For those of you who have travels, let's go back to San Francisco and faraway places.
Let me just tell you one last one. Nelson will kill me, but I just want to tell you.
They'll kill you. No,
Few-
no, I was joking.
few weeks ago, I was knocking on doors in Lindsay, and this guy opens the door, and he goes like, yeah, what do you want? And I say, well, I'm talking about health, and I would like to talk to you about that. And he says, I'm busy working. I said, this is so important. I really need just few minutes.